we're rolling out our first native app for Tenant, and it's starting off in its phase 1 relating around delinquency, and then phase 2 will get into things like maintenance and things like that for your property. Now that people are mobile, or even if they're staffed, they're still mobile. They're walking out onto the property. So when you log into this thing, you would see all your stores. You'd actually see in your stores, you would see dots in here indicating that there are actions for you. You would only see the stores that you have applied to you through your permissions. So in this particular case, I'm going to grab one. Hopefully there's some data in there. Use the Irvine store? Okay. We'll use the Irvine store. So you're going to see as a manager that you have 18 lock, cut, and space inventories, and you've got 23 spaces to overlock that day. Those are obviously probably more than you'd have, but you would be able to walk up to space B27, and you'd be able to open that space, and oops, I'm sorry. Let me do that again. I went to overlock. I just want to do lock cuts first. Could have done the lock cut. So now you can see you have an active lien customer for B01, this particular customer, right? And I want to inventory this particular space for the auction process. I come into here. I open up my photo, and all I start doing is shooting photos, right? And you can pull them out of your system, do whatever you want. Take all your photos of your space, hit done. Now your general description, part of your legal deal, right? So you hold that in. I see Justin and Roland in the space. Right? So now I've created my general description, just talking to the phone. Another AI trick I'm working on. Google has some AI tools for identifying things in photos. We may be able to do this with AI. Don't know yet. Working on it. Then you match up with your auction company that there's appliances and boxes and clothing in there, and you finish. You finish the task, and now it's completed. Now, what you'll see this is in UAT, what you'll see on the future stuff is you'll see the auction manager that caught all this. This now placed it all into, first of all, it syncs with the task center on Hummingbird, but you will see all of the imagery associated with that space and that customer, and it will be there. It will also interact with the auction company, and you will go through a process that you'll see in a minute to post that auction. And any time in the future, if you have any form of claim, you would be able to go back into the system and see those photos from that day that you took that imagery, because most of the time, right, that you do this process, it doesn't actually go to auction. You still would have all that information. If you have overlocks to do, you would simply go to the space that has the overlocks, and you would say, I'm going to overlock this space. If you're putting a red lock on it, fine. If you're putting a combination lock on it, fine. You would complete that task, and boom, now you got your little red overlock on that space, and you're done. Go to the next one. Right? Similar task for undoing them. But, very integrated, very, very easy for you to go out and do those and not make any mistakes. There's some really cool tools in here to be able to flip photos. We'll be able to set the cover photo, right? As people are thumbing through auctions and they're just looking at that cover photo, the auction company's APIs take them in sequence. So what we have the ability to do that's being worked on is you go, oh, that's the pretty one. It'll automatically put that in that position so that as people are thumbing through auctions, the pretty one's up front, along with all your descriptions and photos and your other items that they can keyword search. So mobile manager coming very quickly. Right after that, the tools for maintenance will be in there. A lot of power, and it's a native app, so it'll work down in the basement with no cell, no cell, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. When it comes to Sky, it'll sync, right? Like right now, it's saying that there's 0 synced. It'll come to Sky as soon as it gets contact, whether it's cellular or network. sync and tell you it's done. And then those tasks that you complete will stay on here as completed till midnight, and then the next day they're gone. And that is as simple as that is.
Somebody asked my question.
I'm sorry? Yeah. Well, we need access control companies to give us access to APIs to do those things. They all should. It'd be in their best interest because it would make the product better. So we're absolutely strategizing that. But right now, we're working on. We want to open the gate button anyway in there. You're a mobile manager. You're there, and you see a semi trying to get through, and you just want to bang the gate open. Bang it open. But yeah, if you're at a door and you need access to it, right? If the overlock thing would be automated, but the lock cut in inventory, theoretically, you got to undo and go, right? Yeah. Any other questions on that?
This isn't a separate app, right?
This is a separate app. This is a native app. That little circle thing up there in the upper left-hand corner. This is a native app which we needed to do some of that functionality without cell and without Wi-Fi and all those things. So
it'll be available at Apple and Android.
Yes, yeah, it's built in a platform.
The interface is similar.
Exactly the same.
Okay.
It's exactly the same. Yeah, it was built. What did we build it in? Flutter?
Flutter.
Yeah, we built it in a product that does both.
Does it work with tablets?
Yes. Yeah. So from a tablet perspective, it's really cool because then you've got all the information right in Hummingbird too, right? So you can actually see the handoff. You can literally see it come right in.